Folks, before we get into the episode, don't forget to check out the brand new Patreon page. Link's going to be in this episode description, but more on that later. Let's get into the show. Chucky, right? It's his name.
Yeah, sure.
You don't know the name of the character?
I don't know.
You don't know the character? You don't know Ben Affleck and Good Will Hunting?
I don't know characters, dude.
Ben Affleck.
Like, I could watch an entire movie, and you'd be like, what was that person's name? I'd have no fucking idea.
You know what I'm having that with? This is a little different, but I've been playing the Nintendo Switch a little bit.
You've been switching. You said you were never going to switch again after last week.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah, you
well,
said you're never going to play
that Pokemon.
it. Yeah,
no, but until this Pokemon game. Well,
No,
I'm going to finish out this Pokemon game.
Because you had said at the time, I got this new Pokemon game, but I'm probably never going to play it again.
And I haven't played it that much, but I don't know the names of any of the Pokemon. So they'll be like, so you'll be fighting somebody. Well, I know Snorlax, but these are all like new stuff, and I don't pay attention, so I don't like learn the new ones. So it'll be like somebody's putting out Schlim, and it's like, okay, what? Now I gotta just kind of based on the name, like, what kind of Pokemon is Schlim? Is Schlim a fire or a Google? I mean, it's all in the moment. Then I gotta take on my phone and go. Besides, that's also too much effort to put in the Pokemon games. My Pokemon are plenty strong. It pretty much doesn't matter what kind they're going against.
I wonder if a lot of people are like that because in Pokemon Go, everybody names their own Pokemon. Like, you name your Pokemon.
Oh, you nickname them? Well, you
Yeah.
can do that in the games. You've always been able to nickname them. I never nicknamed my Pokemon ever. I always liked to go by the Pokedex name. That's how I like to keep things in order. And I mean, that's how they do it in the I wanted to, you try to do things as close as possible to the show, right?
To the show.
It's like Ash is a nickname in his Poke
Yeah, because
fellas,
he's
his friends.
Because that is their nickname for the Poke. I mean, I know that's like their name, but like that is a nickname. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what he calls them.
Isn't it? Imagine if animals in the real world like named themselves the way that Pokemon.
Pika, like that.
Well, you know how like they call it a Squirtle because it says Squirtle.
Or do you think that they say Squirtle because they only have like the brain capacity to like pronounce one word, and people call them Squirtle?
But even the wild ones just say their own name.
Yeah,
so.
but inherently through time, that's What's the word? Ancestry.
Sure. I mean, that would take
evolution.
Eons. That would take eons, dude. That'd be crazy.
How long have Pokemon been around?
I mean, Pokemon have been around. I feel like Pokemon have been around since the dawn of time.
Dude. Yeah, you just went into a Pokemon museum.
A little professor
in the world
Professor
of Pokemon.
Oak.
Yeah.
Oh, that Pokemon seems to like you. Which one will you choose? I don't remember how the games go.
Which one did you choose?
I chose out of this game. You can get I think it's a fire like little crocodile guy, or a water duck, or like a leaf cat. So I took the leaf cat.
Fire crocodile?
Yeah, well, it was hard. I almost went for that one. The duck
I'm
one.
already in on fire crocodile.
But the problem is you got to think about like what kind of Pokemon you're gonna find out in the wild, and there's so many strong fire type Pokemon. But it's hard to find a really good grass dude.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's mostly grass.
No, dude. It's all.
No, like the map.
Yeah, sure. But in the grass, you're finding mostly like rock type or normal type Pokemon. If memory serves.
There's a normal type Pokemon?
I think so. Yeah.
I just assumed like fire Pokemon go to a volcano.
Yeah, I mean that's usually how it goes.
Grass Pokemon go in the grass.
Go in the grass. Yeah, but they're not. That's the problem right there. Is there's so much grass that they can't have the game be like, well, there's all these grass Pokemon everywhere.
So where do you find grass Pokemon?
I have no idea. I'm trying to remember. You know what the crazy thing? Because I haven't played the last Pokemon game I played came out in 2006 or something. So this dude, I mean, I haven't even played. I mean, I've played 2Ks, pretty much all the video games I've played in the last decade, and it's so different. It's this Pokemon game, this new Pokemon game. It's so different. It's like a culture shock almost, dropping me dead in the center of this.
You're behind the times.
I'm
Is it
way
more like
behind the
Pokemon
times,
Go in the sense of like the graphics?
Is. Oh yeah,
like
for
how
sure.
you walk around. Like obviously, you're walking around. But,
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? When you look at the screen, like, I've
Yeah.
seen people play Pokemon Go before. When you look at the screen and their guys walking as they're walking, and, like,
Oh.
you know, the world is
But it looks like
three-dimensional.
it is a three-dimensional world, but it looks way better than like
Yeah.
that. Like, it looks really good. But it's crazy because it's like you're not just a little 8-bit
You're
man
not going
anymore.
one square at a time anymore.
No, it's
Fuck.
dude, and it's
I don't
crazy
even
because
fuck
like,
with that, dude.
and also it's so.
I like to live my life one square at a time.
It's so easy. Well, for one thing, there's like a plot going on in this game. There's like some kind of story happening as opposed to like grab everything you can and run.
Catch them all.
You get catch them all. But it's so easy because also I don't know if you remember playing Pokemon when we were kids, but like you have to like get the experience points or whatever, so they go up levels, but you can only do that like one at a time. But now anytime you fight any Pokemon, all the Pokemon that you're carrying with you get experience points at varying levels. So it's so easy
They're
to
just
do.
upgrading all the time.
Yeah, it's crazy. So it's super easy. It's cool because it's like you can open world kind of. You can go wherever you want, and like it looks awesome, but it's very easy. It's not in my day. My Pokemon games, dude.
Yeah, but I think
Dude,
that's
they
what
were
I did.
hard.
I think that's why I didn't like playing the Pokemon games. I never
I
knew what
beat
to do.
one. There was always a point where you just get stuck, and then I would restart the game and get stuck with like again, 3 or 4 badges. Go to that same point and be like, well, I don't know what to do now, so I start over.
There was
again.
no like instruction. You just walked around and fought people.
Yeah.
Like, did you randomly? I don't even know. I don't know. I was never really like knew what I was doing.
I definitely didn't. I think I the first time I beat I didn't beat a Pokemon game until I was in college. I beat like Ruby Red when I was a sophomore in college, I think, and that was the first time. I remember I was at Mom and Dad's house for a break. I was sitting there alone on the old brown couch, and I was like on the Victory Road or whatever, and I beat it, and I was like just silently by myself, like,
Fist pump.
just knock
This
that
is
off the
fucking
list.
huge.
Like it just felt like something I had to get rid of, you know what I mean? Like I had to
yeah.
accomplish.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean, dude. All right, I got my hood up today, and it's making me think this. What's the weather has seemingly sprung a bit of an early, like, it's been cold lately. Would you agree?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. Today's the first time.
No, but it hasn't been like in the 80s. I feel like August is usually the hottest month.
August is about as hot as I get. Yeah, that's
and I
true.
feel like it hasn't been hot.
No, you're right. Yeah, this month is flying by too.
Yeah.
But dude, when I woke up and I saw that it was raining and 64 today, I was like,
Yeah, dude, me too.
it's gonna be a good ass day.
Me too. I've
Jury's
been
still out, but
yeah. But I didn't mean about the day. I just mean I love
I love the
60-degree weather.
baby.
Like with little breeze.
Dude.
Hoodie and shorts is I know you're not a shorts guy, but like
Yeah.
hoodie and shorts to me is if I could wear a hoodie if I could move somewhere where I could wear hoodie and shorts every single day, top to bottom, it would be the best. And then I could just travel a little bit to go get some.
Well, I gotta wear. Yes, you're right. But I gotta wear pants because I got cold knees. I got very chilly knees. They
Dude,
need
I
to
got
be
cold
covered.
knees too. I run cold, man. I'm always cold. Unless it's like really hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know how the human body works. That's kind of, my body's a little weird. When it's hot out, I get hot, but when it's cold, no. This is a weird thing. When it's cold,
Andy.
I get cold. Don't touch my drinks. Okay. This is my safe drink area. There's still a lot of summer left out there, folks, and make the most of it by using Instacart. You don't need to waste your time going to the grocery store, trying to run all these errands, and it's an absolute nightmare once you get in there anyway, okay? Why not make things a little easier on yourself with Instacart? Because when you use Instacart, you can get not just groceries, but you can also get some of your favorite products from some of your favorite local stores delivered right to your front door in as little as 1 hour. The best part is, right now, 2 in the Cooler listeners get free delivery on their first order of $10 or more. All you have to do to get that deal is hit the link in this episode description. Start making things easier on yourself and use Instacart today. Folks, a great way to support the show is to actually do something nice for yourself and check out all the sick merch we have got over at snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com. Of course, hoodies, t-shirts, long sleeves, whatever it is you're looking for. Also, a lot of really cool accessories like those nice metal water bottles. We've got slides, fanny packs, bucket hats, whatever it is you're looking for. Merch, not just for this show, but also for Schemin' and Dreamin' and Quested, the other two podcasts that we produce right here. So if you want to check all that stuff out and help support the show, you can, again, head over to snackspot.se/creator/teespring.com or just hit the link in this episode description and get yourself something nice. The brand new Patreon page is live, folks, okay? It's patreon.com/snackspot. Link, of course, is going to be in this episode description. And on there, you can check out all kinds of exclusive content that we are going to be posting. Up there right now already is the Captions On podcast that Faz from Schemin' and Dreamin', Emily, and myself are all doing. We're going through the list of Disney Channel originals. It's a wild ride. You don't want to miss out on that, so be sure to check it out. And the best part is, it's only $3 a month, baby, okay? So you're getting all kinds of exclusive, premium, top-notch content, a lot more to come also. And again, that's all exclusively on patreon.com/snackspot. Hit the link in the episode description or in our Instagram bio and go check it out. And if you're interested in advertising on this show or our twin show, Schemin' and Dreamin', or Quested, the Dungeons & Dragons podcast that we produce right here, you can email us at snackspotsports@gmail.com for details on how you can start reaching thousands of listeners in the Buffalo area and beyond. Because there's a lot to be said for the effectiveness of podcast advertising, and I think that you can really see that kind of case in point when it comes to companies like McDonald's and State Farm and NASCAR, all advertising on podcasts. These are massive corporations with huge advertising budgets. You know, they're doing stuff on TV and, you know, ads at the Super Bowl, all this crazy stuff. And it's cool to see them move sort of away from the more traditional outlets of advertising into the podcast space. The problem is it hasn't left a lot of room for smaller local businesses to get in on the action, but that's what we are here for, okay? So if you're interested in learning more about all the benefits of podcast advertising, again, hit us up at snackspotsports@gmail.com.
I wanted to talk weather. I wanted to talk fall, bro.
Oh, you wanted to talk weather?
I wanted to talk some fall,
Sorry,
dude.
I didn't find that the most engaging.
I wanted to talk some fall.
Mm-hmm.
I love fall.
Mm-hmm.
I love me some fall. Halloween. Banger. Thanksgiving.
Boom.
Banger.
Yep.
Football. Banger.
There it is. Yeah. That's got to be starting up soon.
Food in fall. Superior food. Dude,
Fall
well,
food.
I love hot dogs and hamburger. I love a hamburger. Like, really. Cheeseburger, I mean, it's top 10.
Yeah. I think
but
I really...
fall food, like, you get some really hearty meals in the fall.
Sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You really...
You're a hearty
I
meal type guy.
love a good hearty meal.
I don't really like a hearty meal.
Pastas, chunky soups, chowders.
Oh, gross.
Crock pots.
My worst enemy is a crock pot.
Dude.
Ugh.
You're not doing it right, Andy.
I'm not doing it at all.
Crock pot meals that will change your life.
Dude, there was no worse
chili.
There was no worse feeling than coming home from school and seeing the crock pot on the counter.
I agree as a child, but I'm so team crock pot now.
Yeah, dude,
you
turned over to the dark side,
pot.
dude. You literally went in that Donald Glover joke, man. You walked into Home Depot and you were like, I could make my home a palace, and now you're dead, and now your life is over. I could go for some Campbell's chunky soup right now. Gross.
Yeah, dude.
Gross. Why don't you go live in a nursing home?
Chowder? Dude, I could fuck on some chowder tonight.
I don't like any of the thick soups. I don't like soups in general, really. But, I mean, chicken noodle, obviously. That's everybody likes that.
Dude, I know what there isn't enough of that we were exposed to quite a bit as children is cold soups.
Creamed corn.
Dude.
Cold soups?
Yeah, like...
I never had a cold soup when I was a kid.
Like, on the cruise ship, like the fruit soups.
Fruit soups?
Fruit soups. You know what I'm talking about? Every night they had a cold soup as an appy. You were dummy in cold soups. Get the fuck out of here.
No, you're making that up, dude. I never went near the cold soup. I never touched the cold soup.
You were trying the cold soup on the menu every night.
Never.
Dude,
because gazpacho is too close to Gestapo for me, so I avoid all cold soups.
No, I'm talking sweet soups.
Sweet
cold soups.
Sweet cold soups. This is something that you enjoy.
No, you enjoyed them. I watched you for years of our lives enjoy sweet cold soup.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Dude.
Sweet cold soups.
You enjoy it. They were like They were like
Matthew, I'm so anti-soup.
No, dude.
If you could go back into your memory, you'll see how anti-soup
you were eating.
I've never
so
had a
many
fruit
sweet
soup in my
soup.
life. I've never had a cold soup.
You
I've
were
never had a fruit
housing
soup. No, that's not
sweet
true.
fruit soups.
No, it's not,
Sweet
Matthew.
fruity
Sweet,
cold soups.
sweet fruity soups.
Chilled
No.
soups, dude.
No, that's not true, man. I don't know why that's in your memory, but that's so. I mean, that's one of my least favorite things. If I could imagine least favorite foods, that'd be on. That'd be on
I bet
top
you
of
I got
the list.
a picture of you eating some cold soup out there.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
sure, yeah.
Dude.
Like one of those How I Met Your
You
Mother
really are
candidates.
gonna sit here and tell me that you didn't eat,
brother? Because
cold
I didn't.
soups?
Because I didn't. I cannot.
Do you
tell a
remember what
lie.
I'm talking about?
Cold soups? Sure.
No,
like
like
on the cruise.
Yeah,
I
Is
kind.
it
I mean,
Applebee's?
I kind of remember them having cold soups on the menu.
Dude,
Sure.
This is a
But I
poor
never
memory
got
of
one.
mine watching
Well-
you eat cold soups, and you're trying to tell me it's not
I
true.
think the C in core might stand for CTE then for that memory. I think it might be a little CTE memory there.
That's a real thing. You were dummy in cold soups.
No, I wasn't, man. That's
Alright.
not, dude. That's some
Fuck
kind of
you.
like weird
Creamed corn. I'm down. with it.
Dali-esque nightmare that you're having, where I'm
No.
just in the corner eating cold soup.
Dude, you were eating cold soup.
No, I wasn't. I've never eaten a cold soup. I'm anti-cold soup. I'm against cold soups.
You were eating escargot and a cold soup.
Well, I eat the escargot. That's one
and
of my
a cold
favorites.
soup. Like you were doubling down on Appies, bro.
Yeah, but not the
I-
cold soup. Caesar salad, maybe. Oh, do you think salads are cold soups?
No,
is that what
a
you're talking
salad
about?
is not a cold soup.
No,
you
Matthew,
dumb fuck. A salad is a
there's
salad.
a different name for these things, okay? That it's a soup and then a salad is a different thing. They have different names for these things. It's soup and salad. It's not soup and soup. Soup and more chilled fruit soup. It's not that. Cold fruit soup, baby.
No, you're doing a bit right now, and I fucking know you are, dude. You ate cold soup.
No,
Shut
I
the-
didn't,
Andrew,
Matthew.
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you wasting everyone's time by yelling at me about this when I've never
Because
had
I
a
have
cold
such.
soup?
I could paint a picture right now,
Brother, it doesn't matter. It's not
of you
true.
eating cold. I can picture
You
the
can-
green
okay,
soup,
you
the
can
red soup.
Paint a picture whatever you want. I paint
They were
a picture
mostly
of
only green
a
or
robot
red.
eating a big turtle, but that's
There was
not
a
going to
dude. There was
matter.
like a kiwi soup. There was a mango. There was an orange one. There was a strawberry soup.
Mm-hmm.
And you were fucking eating these soups. You were eating
I don't
the
even like
strawberry
strawberries,
soup. You were eating
dude.
the mango
See,
soup.
now it's
You
obvious
were
that
eating
you're
the
lying.
kiwi soup.
No, wouldn't go for the kiwi soup either. If I had to have one, it'd be mango, but that sounds
You were
gross.
trying it.
Not a cold soup. Not a cold soup. I like going on the cruises to try things I've never tried before, but a cold soup, I don't need. I've got all the information I need right there. It's a cold, fruity soup. Enough said. I'm out. And for that reason,
Sweet
I'm
chilled
out.
soup.
Sweet chilled
You were
soup.
eating sweet chilled
Ooh,
soup.
sweet chilled soup. I'm out.
I do fuck with cream corn though. I haven't even. Does that even exist anymore?
I'm not sure. I don't
hope
know
it
if
does.
it's. I honestly don't even know. I remember it being so good
It
as
was.
a kid, and I haven't seen it in over a decade.
I gotta
so
get
I
my
have no
hands on some
idea if
creamed corn.
I don't know if I would like it now. What is it? Is it like
Corn, but it's got like
sugar in it?
some type of like syrup. Yeah.
It's simple syrup. It's just corn covered in simple
Like-
syrup.
No, it's like a broth. It's creamed corn is kind of a soup.
Dude, let's not have this conversation again. Do you remember? Oh, no, never mind. You weren't there. You weren't in St. John's. So,
No, but I'm looking up what's in creamed corn.
corn,
Creamed
cream. I don't know. A little bit of love. Depends on where you get it, I guess. Also, it only comes canned, right?
Pieces of whole like corn.
Yeah.
With a soupy liquid of milky residue from immature pulped corn kettles scraped from the cob.
Oh,
So
so
it's
it's,
like a pulp.
more corn.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. It's not a soup,
It's
dude.
a pulp.
Okay, yeah, pulp is not
No,
a
it's
soup.
corn in a pulp.
Yeah.
It's a solid in a liquid.
It does use the term soupy, which is disgusting. But soupy is not
Soupy,
soup.
milky.
Soup-like doesn't mean that it's exactly like soup.
Soupy.
Okay, sure, but it's not. It's still not a soup. Like it's not like it's like because that stuff. It doesn't like fully sit in it. It's not. The corn isn't fully suspended in this unknown corn liquid.
Yeah, but neither.
It just
are
kind
some
of coats
soups.
it like oozy.
That's how like some minestrones are.
No, it's still all a big old bath of junk.
Dude, I love a minestrone.
What's in that one? Little meatballs?
No, that's
9?
Italian wedding.
You get it Mike's way?
I fuck with Italian wedding, too.
Yeah.
I would get it Mike's way. No, minestrone is like a vegetable medley. And then it's got some small noodles.
Vegetable soup, one of the most disgusting kinds of soup.
It is so
Any
fucking
type
good.
of boiled vegetable.
Zucchini, squash.
You're not
a lot of beans. Heavy on the beans.
Oh, good. Yeah. Now I'm in. Jesus Christ.
Dude, fuck you.
Beans, gross.
Soup? You're a child.
Soup is so disgusting. I'm just going to go on record saying it. I think soup is gross, and I think people that enjoy soup too much, you're living a gross life. I don't think you're living to the best of your abilities. If you're like, ooh, I can't wait to get home and have a big old, thick, hot pot of something.
Dude.
Yuck. And it's brown.
Beans, onions, celery, carrots, leaf vegetables, usually like some spinach.
Sure. Gross.
Zucchini. Stock.
See, okay, I'm good. Just the idea of
Parmesan
all that
cheese, tomatoes,
soaking and being heated up together is disgusting.
Dude, it's so good. Dude,
well, you can keep it. I don't know. And watching people eat soup is so disgusting as well. I don't like to sit at the same table as someone eating soup. I will, obviously. I'm not going to be like
soup is a tough. Like if it's a
gross.
Liquidy soup, soup's a tough eat. The thicker it gets, the easier it is to eat. I love a chowder. You like bisque?
I do like a seafood bisque.
That is a soup.
But I know. But that's as adventurous as
What's
I'll
the
get.
soup of the day? It's a seafood bisque.
Okay, well I'm in on that. Yeah, I'm not saying bisque isn't a soup. I've never said that.
But you're saying soup
generally
is ass.
speaking, yes, and that's still accurate. Doesn't mean
so
I can't. Doesn't mean I can't like it. Okay. People eat ass, dude. All right. I think that's gross, but people do it.
I stand with soup.
You can have it.
I don't like your soup slander, especially because
you're a bit of a soup Nazi. Oh, he's got the arms going. Dude. He's got the Heil. He's got the Heil Campbells. Oh my God, that elbow is shaking. That elbow is shaking.
I have seen you eat sweet cold soup. I can't get out of my head until you fucking admit it.
I've never have had any cold soup in my life, Matthew.
Your life?
Yeah.
I don't want this to be the episode that we release to the people.
Me neither, man.
I can't let it go
the
until
soup
you admit
episode
that I've seen you eat sweet cold soup.
You want me to admit not that I've eaten it, but that you've seen me eat it?
Yeah.
None to zero. No, I've never eaten cold food soup. No, I'm not, Matthew.
No integrity, and you're a piece of shit.
Okay, it'd be one thing if you were saying those things to me in a situation where I was actually lying, but now I'm just hurt.
Just because
now
you've decided to block something from your memory doesn't mean it's
I didn't
not true.
block it from my memory. My mind palace is so deep, man. It's
Sharp
a labyrinth. You get lost. You get lost trying to run your way through there. Sharp as a tack?
Isn't that a saying?
Yeah. See? You don't even know that. Boom. Gotcha.
And tacks are not that sharp.
I think tacks are pretty. I'll send you the number of my tack sharpening guy. You got to sharpen your tacks, dude. If that's your problem.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Stab you with a fucking tack.
Good
don't
Lord.
eat cold soup. Fuck
Good
you.
Lord.
I've seen you eat cold soup.
Yeah, well, you can cut it out of my guts with a thumbtack.
I have had this thought on multiple occasions, but I don't know if it'll like resonate with you.
Mm-hmm.
But sports betting is such a big thing, like in sports today, like in the world.
Mm.
And I've had this thought previously, but I thought of it today because I was listening to a show, and they were saying that golfer John Rahm, who's a golfer, was complaining that people were like yelling in his backswing and stuff, and they were like, maybe like our fans doing that because like it had gambling implications and stuff like that, yada yada yada. And they were talking about the whole like sports and gambling thing that I don't feel like talking about, but my thought process is, and I've had this thought before, like, I know there's security at sporting events and stuff like that, but like, if for whatever reason, say you had like a huge wager on like a sports game and you were there live, there's no like, and it was like you had just a team to win. They're up by, like a basketball game. You had a team to win. They're up by 1. Shot clock's off. The other team has the ball. Like 5, 4. Like, why not just run out on the court and fucking punt that ball away? Just like.
I mean, I think then they have grounds to not hold the bet. Although, I guess if you're doing something like FanDuel or whatever, like a big corporation, not like a person-to-person bet.
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I mean.
Yeah. I'm not sure how they would deal with that. I guess it depends on, like,
do you think that's
the decision
grounds
of the
to
league.
not? Do you think in the terms and conditions there's something like that? Like if a fan impacts this?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, I bet you there is. Now that
That'd
you
be
say that,
interesting.
I bet there's got to be like a.
Should find a way to.
They
Google
probably
that.
it probably just says like we can cancel any bet at any time for any reason.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they would use that as a reason to cancel.
We can
it.
choose not to give you money if we want, just so you know.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because like think
Fucking
about it, like
fine print.
Super Bowl. I don't know.
How much? Now I'm just thinking about fine print. So excuse
Like
me.
like you're talking a life changing amount of money, like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like, and you're telling me like you couldn't at some point come close enough with like one of the players to like hit him with a car or something?
I don't know, man.
I don't know if this is like a controversial, but I just not that I was
Golf,
gonna,
it would definitely be the easiest to do.
well, that's what they were
something
saying.
like
Like if some, if you're coming
Yeah.
out, if you're like, if the final group is coming out 18 and they're tied, and you got a lot of money riding on somebody, you got like just start screaming in somebody's
Right.
backswing, and that's what I mean. Like, does that person get to re-hit their shot? I don't think so.
No,
Right?
I don't think so either.
So like, what is the penalty then for you? Like, even if you did something that you ended up in jail for like a night, you know what I mean, and you had to go to court.
Yeah.
Dude, if you just won millions of dollars, you don't care.
Yeah.
It's got to be worth it, probably, right?
Yeah.
How is that policed? How are the sports books figuring that out?
I'm
I'm sure
they
this
are.
I guarantee this is the thought that they've had.
Yeah, you're right. They do think of everything. Big sports book. I don't. You know what? They'll probably just take your account away. That's what they'll do.
Yeah, but okay, but like, what if I had the bet and you were the one, and we were like, hey, we got millions of dollars, Ryan. We'll split it. You take the fall because it's not in your name.
Well, then it sounds like you're in the clear.
Or something like that, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
And
that's the thing. Well, even if we didn't know each other and I had a bet, we both had bets on this thing, and then I jump onto the field or do whatever to affect the outcome, FanDuel is not going to punish everybody
Well, that's what
who
I
had
mean.
that bet, potentially. I guess it depends on the exact situation, but like most likely, sure, this guy maybe he's toast, but not going to punish
like you
everybody
do
else.
something to directly impact, like,
Yeah,
your
it's
bet
just one-
is now going
right.
to win.
Right.
There's one play that
Yeah, you can't.
there's no way around saying like, oh, like still there could have been, like, it's like you are the deciding factor as to why a team wins, and you have a wager on that.
I mean, what's
like,
the
what
difference?
happens
I mean,
if
at
you-
the end of the day,
if
though,
you,
these people are making all of their bets independent of that fan who affects the outcome. That's just part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just part of the game at that point. You don't know what's going to happen either way. So,
I'm gonna get a phone call from like a restricted number later, and
Yeah.
it's gonna be big FanDuel, big
ups,
big sports book,
big sports book,
and they're gonna be like, they're just gonna give me coordinates.
coordinates.
Yeah.
They'd hit you with a longitude,
Yeah,
latitude.
they hit me with some longitude and latitude.
Dude, would you even
I would answer the
recognize
phone.
it
They'd be
was?
like, "Do you have a pen?" Sure, and I
Do you
wouldn't,
have
but
a
I would
pen?
like try to figure something out.
They would say, "Do you have a pen for?" Because you're going to want to
That's all
write
they
down
say.
these numbers.
Do you have a pen? Sure, and then they just read it off, and then they
North
hang up.
14
Yeah, degrees.
degrees. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we
we
would
know.
I would know if somebody threw a latitude and longitude.
Dude,
out
I don't know. There's dude. How many times have you been? Especially because you watch this type of movie. How many times have you been watching a movie where somebody's like, putting this code into every kind of algorithm, and we still can't crack the safe, and then one dude looks at it and goes, "That's not the password," Those are coordinates.
No,
Smash
never.
cut to some anywhere else. Just the desert.
The coordinates.
The coordinates.
Yeah, and they're like walking there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a bandana wrapped around their face. And
You
a
sure
stick,
this
maybe.
is the place?
Yeah.
And then they do like a big old
Well, if my calculations
on
are
the
correct.
things. No, you don't even know because he knows they're correct. So he's like,
my calculations are correct.
yeah, this is it. And he doesn't. He doesn't even say anything. He just looks back and then walks into the building. And everybody's like, I guess he's right. I guess
Gale force winds would cause an ice storm, resulting in the ocean to freeze and then unfreeze and then refreeze, creating a semi-formal landmass that would land a ship somewhere right around here.
Yeah, baby, nice, great job, Matthew.
But don't trust me. I broke a shoelace this morning.
You broke a shoelace.
That's another Riley line.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
That's
when they're
funny.
in the
Yeah, when they're on their way to the Charlotte
and they're driving
yeah.
in the things and they're like and then he's like, "Oh, you're not missing that windowless cubicle we pulled you out of." And he's like, "No."
Yeah.
Yeah, he says he's like, "As long as Riley's calculations are correct, we should be getting close," or something like that. And Riley's like, "Yep, we should be getting close, but don't trust me. I broke a shoelace this morning." And they both look at him and he's like, "It's a bad omen." Which it is.
Yeah, the ancient Mayans came up with that one.
Yeah.
Some
That's
guy,
why you don't wear laces. That's why
why
he goes no laces.
Dude, because I'm still waiting for that 2012 to kick in, dude. Mayan calendar has been right all along.
Yeah.
They
didn't have global warming. They didn't have daylight savings time.
They didn't have daylight savings time, so it's different,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys didn't account for that.
Yeah. Dumbasses.
Some guy asked, I was getting gas today, and my worst, for a guy like me, nightmare scenario, a dude comes up to you and asks for directions. So I'm like, I was actually putting air in my tires, and this guy comes up to me, he's like late 60s. And but you know what? He's got that thing where like it's hard to tell if he is Italian or if he's just like a Jimmy Buffett fan and like gets a lot of sun.
Yeah.
So he's like, "Hey, do you know?" And he's walking towards me. I'm like, "Oh God, here we go." My heart's already sinking because
you know he's gonna ask.
Because I know he's gonna ask me something. Yes, and I wish this guy had asked me for my wallet, or you know what I mean. I wish he'd try to mug me, but he's like, "Hey, do you know how to get to Lewiston, like Art Park?" And I was like, turn down, and I was like, actually, yes, because it was at that corner on Williams by our parents' house.
Yeah.
So I was like, get on the expressway right there and just go to Lewiston.
Yeah.
And he was like, thanks. And I was like, I don't know if that's right. I got to get the fuck out of here. So
that's one way to get there.
I mean, yeah, that's one way to get there. He's like, is this the two, because they start throwing interstate numbers at me, and I'm like, brother, I have no idea. You might as well be speaking latitude and longitude right now, because I have no idea. The 290, maybe. I don't know which way it's going, man. East, west, up, down, okay? But this one, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? I actually do kind of know. But my directions were so vague that I was like, I got to leave, like, before he goes on his phone. And it tells
go out of here,
different.
take a right, and then you take a right, and then you take a right.
Yeah. Yeah, the other time that happened, he was like, do you know how to get to... There was this guy, I was at another gas station, this guy was like, do you know how to get to Kenmore High School? And I was like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's so, because like, oh God, dude, it's so brutal.
Which one?
I don't
West?
know, man. I have no idea. I just... Even if he knew which one, I wouldn't have been able to help him. I honestly was like, because this dude and myself were the only ones around. I honestly think I was like, I think you go that way, and it's just a direction. Like and I'm pretty sure the school is somewhere in that direction, but it doesn't help you at all.
Yeah, just hop on this one right here.
We're looking at one road. You can either go down the road that way, or you can go down the road that way. And
I would
suggest going down the road that way. Maybe a real man. Maybe you'll find one there. And he can help you like figure out where to go. Oh man, this other time I was going into Walmart, which I don't go into Walmart anymore. Not for this reason, but it doesn't help. And it was pouring rain, so I'm like running from my car,
I want to know.
Yeah, if I was running in the rain to Walmart, and I was. So I'm running, and there's this woman standing like at the edge of the parking lot, and she's like, "Hi, I'm so sorry. Do you have jumper cables?" And I was like, "Yes, I do." So I ran back to my car, and I pop open the trunk, and there's the crate where the jumper cables go. There's no jumper cables. So I'm like, fuck, because I know this woman is still standing in the rain, but she's not asking anybody else because she thinks she's already found someone who's got the jumper cables. She thinks things are going to get easier from here. She thinks the worst is over. Yeah. Next thing you know, she sees a pale, skinny kid just white lightning in the parking lot all the way to her, and like, I'm so sorry, I don't have jumper cables, and then run into Walmart to buy some spicy chicken patties. So I can't help her. So I think I gave her my umbrella actually, but I didn't have any jumper cables.
This is going to lead us down just a bad.
It always does.
Avenue, but
it always does.
She was at Walmart.
Yeah,
with a car. And
now you're thinking.
I would bet my life. I would bet no.
I would bet your life.
I bet a lot of life.
I would bet. Yeah. I bet most
that
people's lives.
Walmart had jumper cables in it for sale.
I think maybe this woman was trying to Buffalo Bill me. You know what he's like? Can you help me move this couch? And he's like, yeah, you get in the van first, dude. I think this woman was trying to Buffalo Bill me. She was going to tie me up with
the trunk.
My engine's in the trunk.
My battery's in the trunk.
Yeah, this is actually a Pinto, so shout out to it. I bet you didn't think I had that car knowledge in me.
Yeah, you used to have the shirt.
I did have a shirt. Yeah. And I actually that was an example of me, wearing something that I had no connection or idea about. So I wore that shirt to school one day, and this guy was like, "Dude, don't you know those cars like constantly exploded?"
Yeah, lit on
I was
fire.
like, "Oh, you know what? I think I did hear that actually. I don't know. This is just it's just a cool shirt."
Yeah, got it at Target.
Yeah, I did get it at Target. I actually might have gotten that one at Kmart.
No, that's a Target T-shirt.
Yeah, you're right.
I think they still sell that same T-shirt.
If they did, I would buy it again because that was a top-notch shirt.
Target's been selling. They have T-shirts that come and go, but they have like a core of like 10 T-shirts that they've been selling for the past 20 plus years. That I would say 60% of American males own at least one of them.
Goonies. There's that Goonies one.
Pizza Planet.
Yep.
There's got to be like.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, there's always like Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, I don't even. There's like a Coors Light one they've probably had for 30 years.
Yeah. Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper's always up there. Yep.
I can't not.
And I think the Coca-Cola shirt actually too is on the list.
The past couple times I've been to Target, I've not seen any Coke merchandise. So I don't know if they lost that.
Oh.
Because I don't know. Maybe Coke is trying to focus more on their own retail, direct to consumer. Because they have that big shop in Disney.
Well, they have a few. Yeah, I mean they have. Yeah.
Sure, which I know that's like a central location, like touristy type thing, but it could drive online sales a little more, so maybe that's what they're trying to go to. Could be. This is our little dissection of what the Target
business.
Business, baby. Sorry, Bless Up for Business. God, another great podcast name, Bless Up for Business. Yep. I just want to praise Jesus that this equity bond has improved.
You're like an old pasture, and I'm like a finance bro that just graduated from college that played lacrosse.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to what is the podcast
Blessed
called?
Up for Business.
Blessed Up for Business? Is that
Blessed
right?
Up.
No, I think that is right. It sounds
Blessed
worse.
by Business.
Blessed by Business? I know it wasn't that, because that's bad. Blessed by Business?
Yeah.
Blessed by business, baby. Oh, my God, Elon Musk, how'd you make all your millions? I guess I'm just blessed by business. I hate to break it to you. Oh, Microsoft Excel, praise be. That's business. PowerPoint presentation in front of the shareholders, that's business.
Who were you doing there?
That's just...
No, you were
doing
business, somebody. I just
baby.
Can't think of who it was.
That's business.
You were doing somebody there.
It's business.
Fuck, dude.
Copier needs new toner. That's business. Oh, Tom Haberford. That's what
Yes,
I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Yes,
Yes. That's what it is.
that is who you were doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's business.
Yeah.
Although he's fingers out. This business guy is firm. He's got flippers.
Yeah.
Businessman is flippers. Okay. Haberford, business.
I had when I was playing competitive beach volleyball, I invented
Competitive
a new shot.
beach volleyball.
Yeah.
That's business.
I invented a new shot. I used to call it the flopping fish, and I would. That was
That's kind of cool.
It was all on the wrist. Like there was no.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty good.
An effective move because you didn't have to like get anything ready. You were just like instant reaction is just like hands up, flopping fish. I don't know if it's legal.
I don't know if it's a sanctioned move yet. We'll see if Misty may train her.
What just happened to you?
Oh fuck! I'm good.
What's going on down there?
Okay, so what happened was
I saw the initial.
I thought I was gonna get away. I thought I could move that one. So my something just happened to my big toe where it just fucking hurt so bad.
The broken one?
No. That was my pinky toe on my right foot. This is my big toe on my left. Something, it just cracked weird and like hurt really bad. And then when I was trying to kind of like position it in a way to help the pain, I got a cramp in my thigh. I got like a Charlie horse. So I had to fully.
So the toe pain was first.
Yeah.
Just now.
Yes.
And then it went full
And then
leg
that's
cramp.
why, that's why I had to back away from the desk for a moment from the table. Because the toe, hey, dude, I'm a soldier. I'm tough. I can get through
You
it.
need some potassium, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, probably do.
When's the last time you had some potassium?
I have no idea. How much potassium's in Mountain Dew?
Not a lot.
Probably a bunch.
There's probably anti-potassium.
It takes potassium away from you? Let's see.
I bet you there's not a lick of potassium in Mountain Dew.
It's not written on the... Oh, man, they do put caffeine on here. Caffeine content, 54 milligrams. I think that's a lot.
Nah.
David from Quested was telling me that the daily recommended dose of caffeine is 400 milligrams. Which doesn't seem like that much.
Dude, those shots of espresso you take are probably like 300 milligrams of caffeine.
No way.
I'm going to look it up.
Okay, go for it. But I know like the Celsius things, I like those now too, actually.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
They're 200 milligrams a piece, which is like half your daily dose, if that's what they're, if you believe the hype. And I guess, that's more than like Red Bull and Monster and stuff. See, that's why espresso's got to be... There's no way espresso's 300. That's crazy.
Close.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It could not even be... It's not even close.
What is it, out of curiosity?
On average, 64 milligrams.
See, that sounds about right.
Yeah, but if you're drinking 3, I mean, there you go. Plus a Celsius. That's
I did
your
have
daily
3
dose.
today, actually.
Yeah.
I was going to say I didn't have...
And now a Mountain Dew.
Right. So I'm I'm capped out. I'm maxed out.
No, you said 400.
Yeah.
64.
Times 3.
We'll call it 180, 190-ish. Plus that.
Oh,
you still got 100
what
milligrams
the hell
to go.
am I talking about? Yeah.
You can get 2 more espresso shots in you.
All right, maybe I will. Maybe I'll swing by Tim Hortons. Speaking of shots, I was watching a little bit of the newest Untold thing.
Which one?
Barry Bonds. Or it's about like steroids.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one. It's on my list.
So I haven't finished it. I only watched the beginning of it, but all of these sports scandal type things they're always kind of the same in the way that there's always one guy who's like a real shyster, and they're like, oh, big Jerry, this guy. I didn't mean to use our dad's nickname, but big Lewis, he that guy knows what's going on. And so that's kind of like the plot of this whole Untold. It's about like this one guy and how he helped athletes get like PEDs and stuff. And he's like very, he's like a full-on like rich American type stereotype kind of, you know what I mean? He's like, just like being all shifty. And then there's those moments he's like, hey, I'm rolling in the dough. And then it all came crumbling down. That's like all the stories.
Tony DiNozzo's dad style.
Yeah. But it's just interesting, this story and the way, and I know that these are different things, I guess. I know that yes, they're different things. But, like, remember Icarus, the documentary that came out a couple years ago that was about the Russian doping scandal?
I never watched it.
Right. But this feels like kind of the American parallel to that, and they're so different. It's just fascinating to me. That kind of the same thing's happening. Olympic athletes are getting PEDs. But in Icarus, and I think, people were murdered and stuff throughout that, like some dark shit, some super dark shit happened. Yes, some Russian ass shit went down. But again, to be said about this story, some American ass shit really went down. It's just fascinating the way that, because Icarus, and look, I know they're like different stories, whatever, but they're still about a major country and a major steroid scandal. Although I guess the Icarus one, I think that had to do with the national government. So that's a little different. But it's even so, Icarus one, so serious. This one, it's like, I'm hanging out with Barry Bonds,
Yeah. Well, because I feel like steroids aren't like an illegal drug, like on the streets. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
No, like HGH. I think you can like get. I think you buy HGH. Right.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I think if you're like selling it out of like the locker room of a gym, like in an early 2000s movie, it's probably illegal.
Shout out to Pain and Gain.
But
good flick. Tony Shalhoub, one of the King of Kings.
It's funny that you brought up the Untold documentaries because I was thinking about it, before you kind of got into what you were saying, because I really am excited to watch that Swamp Kings documentary. It's the one on the Florida Gators football team.
Oh yes. That
just came out.
Yeah, that just came. I think that's the newest one, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that one's going to be cool.
Because those other, the Johnny Manziel one and the steroid one came out on like the same day at the same time.
Oh,
maybe
okay.
not exactly.
Yeah, I think they came out like a week apart or something.
I don't think it was a week.
I don't know.
But yeah, that Florida one, I'm buzzing to watch that, as they say.
Yeah,
very excited.
It's gonna be very exciting indeed.
I'm very excited. Should we do the Who Would Win this week?
Yes, I think we should, Matthew. The Who Would Win of the week this week is Alfred Pennyworth, Batman's butler, versus Merlin from the Kingsman series. Michael Caine. Yes, I almost said Michael Keaton again. But we're doing Michael Caine versus... We're doing Michael Caine, Alfred? Yeah. You want that on the record? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is Alfred.
Yes, sure. He's Alfred. I get it. To me, he's not.
Who's Alfred? Who's your Alfred?
There's a lot of different Alfreds, dude. But mine is like...
Who's the people's Alfred?
The people's Alfred, in my opinion, is just like comic book Alfred. Standard towel over the arm.
You think the people's Alfred is comic book Alfred?
Even if
not
they don't...
the fucking Dark Knight trilogy?
Even if the people... Dude, the Dark Knight trilogy proves my point here for me. Even if the people don't know or deserve the Alfred Pennyworth that is for the people, it doesn't change the fact that he's still the people's Alfred. It's a classic comic book.
Do you think more people have read a Batman comic book or seen The Dark Knight?
I think more people have read a Batman comic book.
That are alive today. That is such a fucking lie.
I think it's possible because they get printed and sent all over the world. The
trilogy combined between all three movies.
I mean, now I think we're probably getting pretty close. I don't know.
That's a crazy that you think that.
I don't know, dude.
Dude, those movies did numbies, Andy.
I know they did very well. But Batman, he's pumping out stuff all the time.
Yeah, but this is not a knock in any means on comic books, but it's the same people all the time that are reading the comic books. It's not the same people that
find new readers every day, Matthew. New people learn the joys of reading every day.
Batman comic books?
Sometimes, yeah. Can be a great gateway drug to imagination.
The people's butler, the people's Alfred, is Michael Caine.
Yeah. For the purposes of this, that's fine. However, he's going to get the shit kicked out of him by Merlin.
That's obvious.
Yeah.
But we're not
debating that. Yeah. We're not debating who's going to win. We're not going to debate
we're gonna look
who
at
would win.
Listen.
We're not going to do the segment.
Alfred, I fuck with Alfred.
Yeah, of course. Hey, Alfred's the best. I'm not trying to throw dirt on his name. Alfred rules.
I hope one day I lost it now.
You can get it back.
I hope one day. No,
you know what my dream is.
You know, I hope.
I'll look over
one day.
Checking. You don't come back.
Yeah.
My dream, and I'll sit at a new cafe, and maybe we don't say anything to each other. But I know that you're happy, and that's all. Your parents really want for you. Nah, I don't know. Now I'm just saying. Now I'm just trying to keep going.
And when you look at a chalkboard,
When you look at it,
solve the problem, even though you're just a janitor.
Even though you are just a janitor, do you have any idea how easy this is for me? Oh God, dude!
I wish we could make that whole movie.
Oh, it'd be so fun. But okay,
back to where we were.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll get back to that because that was before we started recording, and it needs to be recorded. So Merlin, although he is kind of the guy in the chair for the whole Kingsman, he's their sort of tech dude. He is clearly
a Kingsman.
He is.
He passed the Kingsman exam,
and he's clearly trained. Like
yeah.
And dude, you can tell just by looking at Merlin whether he's in a suit or whatever. Like that dude stays fit.
Yeah, no, Merlin is definitely the obvious, I would say, winner here. But I also think that Alfred grew up poor as shit. Was probably like in the British Army. He's
true.
Ducky. He's very Ducky-esque.
He is Ducky-esque.
He's got a lot of Ducky in him.
Alfred's a lot. Alfred, quack, quack, Alfred. Yeah, Alfred's got a lot of that
quack,
Ducky
quack, quack, Mr. Ducky.
Quack, 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 Mr. Alfred. I'm trying to think of any skill set that Alfred could really bring to this fight. But also, I mean, Alfred's not...
He'd say some wise shit.
That's not going to affect Merlin, though, because Merlin's already smart. And
dude.
Merlin's wise as hell. He's Merlin, dude.
R.I.P., first of all.
R.I.P. Merlin.
Let's pay our respects to Merlin.
That's business. But
and is Michael Caine alive still?
Oh, no, he died in the... Because he died in the first Kingsman, because he was...
No. Well, he got poisoned. Oh,
yeah.
So there is a crossover.
There is a bit of a crossover. Yeah.
He was Kingsman.
He was Kingsman. But Alfred was not.
Merlin. No, but yeah.
But Alfred was not. And Alfred's not... Here's the thing. Alfred's not helpless, but Merlin is so much more prepared to fight somebody than Alfred is.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like a regular-ass criminal, Alfred would, I think, show
I bet you
up.
he's got some... I bet you he does have some training that doesn't get shown.
Sure. But Merlin's skills are as fresh and sharp as ever. Like, against a normal person, Alfred for sure. But against Merlin, not a chance.
Merlin can cook it up.
Oh,
he gets going. He's got all the... He's a Kingsman. Those dudes fight like nobody's business. They got fucking parkour as part of their fighting style. They're
Oxford's
ninjas,
not brogues.
Dude. They are fucking Oxford's not brogues. Those motherfuckers are ninjas.
Yeah, they're pretty ninja-esque.
Yeah. This has nothing to do with the fight again, but when Merlin sings Country Roads after he steps on that landmine, that is a movie scene that has changed the way that I feel. Like, the way that I process emotion, that movie scene.
I hear you.
Country roads, take me home.
Pretty good, Merlin.
To the place I belong.
Now switch to Kane. Lost a little, but you still got it. Dude, just the difference in your eyebrows when you're switching from character to character is so good. That's how I know you got the juice, man. That's how I know you can act.
I can't find the West Virginia. I'm trying to find it. West.
It's tough. That's okay.
Give me a try. Give me a Kane line. Give me an Alfred line. Like, just say something again.
Master Wayne.
Country roads.
Well, yeah. I mean, you copied my cadence exactly.
Take me home.
Country roads. Master Wayne.
To the place where you belong. Master Wayne.
Pretty good. Well, let's lock this one in so we can do more.
Yeah, we're
gonna
have to take Merlin. We're gonna have to take Merlin in this fight. But I mean, 2 all-time. Man in the chair.
2. Yes.
I mean,
guys that if you have either of these dudes in your corner, you're like feeling very good about it.
Oh yeah,
you're gonna win.
Great man in the chair. Even though Morgan Freeman is also kind of his man in the chair.
Sure, Lucius Fox.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
So we're gonna lock in Merlin, clean sweep. I think that one's pretty obvious, but vote on it. If you think Alfred's got the juice, vote on that on Friday on Instagram. Who would win of the week? Want to know what I will say? We had to do Michael Caine because he is the people's Alfred. But the Alfred in the new Batman would put up a good fight.
Dude, yeah. He's rough around the edges.
Who is that guy?
Andy Serkis.
What's he in that he's like a bad guy where he like murders people? Has he got some other roles?
Oh, dude, he's in a ton of stuff.
Where he'd be murdering?
He plays Gollum in Lord of the Rings and the
What's his
main
name?
monkey, Andy Serkis, in the Planet of the Apes ones. He is in the Black Panther movie, or he's in the MCU.
Oh,
he's Claw.
That's who he is. But
he's done a lot of great stuff.
He's the guy like that
actor
that steals from Wakanda.
Dude.
That's what I'm thinking of.
The Andor Star Wars show. He's in a couple episodes of that, and it's a kind of performance where like you start to get the sweats, like just even thinking about it, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Now then.
Yeah, that guy's a stone cold killer.
You want to do more Michael Caine before we get out of here? I just want it on camera, honestly, but it doesn't feel that natural anymore, so it's different.
I mean,
it was so funny.
It's.
That's why you got to save those bits, but it was so fun to do.
Well,
maybe that one will just be for us. Hey, maybe that one will just be for us,
Andy.
Am I right, player?
Am I right, player? No, I mean, listen, Andy, it's a good bit, but we'll keep that one in our back pocket. I don't know.
Dunkin' Donuts. I'm sure that gets said at some point in that movie.
Country road. I was on the start of that. I was on Merlin.
Yeah, you were pretty good. I think because when his accent starts to come in a little more, you're getting there.
Mountain Mama, take me home, country road. And then bits and pieces of Merlin.
Bits
everywhere.
and pieces. Bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Bits and pieces.
Do you want to turn? Fuck.
That's how we want to do it. Bits and pieces.
You turn into bits and pieces, Master Wayne.
Master Wayne. You turn into bits and pieces.
Batman can't be more than a person.
Batman.
I'm all over the board.
Batman may be bits and pieces, but he doesn't have the bits and pieces that Bruce Wayne is known to have. If you want to have all your bits, you have to take the pieces. That's what your parents said to me. It's always shit like, dude, can you imagine him like, you have to eat your green vegetables, Mr. Wayne. That's what your parents told me before they were gunned down in front of you. They said, if Bruce doesn't eat more vegetables, we're going to go and get ourselves killed. That's what they said. So eat your broccoli, and Mr. Wayne.
That night at dinner.
That night.
When you didn't eat that broccoli?
When you went off to the feeder, and I was left behind to clean up the plates. And I saw, hidden in your napkin, where you thought no one would find it, Brussels sprouts that you told your parents you'd already eaten. I knew that Thomas and Martha Wayne would never walk into this house again.
I think that's got. I think we got.
Oh, top notch. Too good.
Andy, I love you.
I love you too. Let's get out of here. Thanks, folks.